Hi, welcome to the video. So unfortunately, I've got some bad news. So Bepo Purple has challenged me to a boxing match. And the key problem is, this is the only boxing glove I could find. Do you have another pair? Moving on. Welcome to the video. So I noticed the channel managed to reach 600 subscribers. So thank you, I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting it because I thought it would only get to a certain point and then maybe it would drop off, but it's still continuing, so that's really good to see. It's fun, you know, that's why it's worth doing the videos as well. It's also good to see how the fantasy football series is doing reasonably well as well. It's not dead. There is a reasonable amount of people watching and some people engaging, so that's really good. So in this video though, more importantly, I'm going to be looking back at Kenny Veach and M Cave, and this is going to be looking at another cave, one no one really has covered in a video format on YouTube. So like with being the first to cover a video analysis on the keyhole, as well as a video analysis breakdown on the covered up cave by looking within and filtering it, I'm going to be doing the same with this one. The cave I am talking about is opposite to the covered up cave, the one Sean inspected and the one Kenny walked past when he was saying somewhere like here, and a few seconds later he turned around, panned the camera and then looked at like a mountainside. Slightly high up was a cave. The cave didn't look too suspicious, but it's when he zoomed in, people online who made note of it and saw it believed it was something dark. Something was like eyes spying on Kenny at the time, but obviously Kenny was unaware of what was in there, supposedly. So yeah, I'm going to do an analysis. I'm going to try and improve the brightness to make it more clearer for you to see and for what is actually inside of it at least. One thing I do want to make very clear, the filters I am using only change the contrast, the brightness, and if I felt like it, the colour. They do not add or remove anything that is present in the picture, okay? It's not like a selfie, whatever you want to call it, selfie thing where it will remove freckles, it will widen your eyes, it will thin your face. It's none of that. It's just simply making it clearer and easier to see in darker areas. That's all it's doing. I just want to make it as clear as possible because people still continue to complain and criticise me for what I do. So I'll show you the video clip now of Kenny going past it and then we'll get into it.
Acid. You know? And then there's caves like that. You know? Looks like. I'm not going up there.
Okay, so here is the first screenshot of the cave. So I'm talking about this one here. It looks normal, you know, it doesn't really look weird in shape, but it's when obviously Kenny zooms in, and from the looks of it, what people have said online seems to be kind of like a bit of a popular discussion at one point, was it looked to be of eyes, like something or someone or a creature, an animal was lurking in the darkness and spying on him. So there's that. When he was zooming in, Kenny, it didn't show at first, did it? It was just blackness, and he zoomed in a bit more, still blackness, and then once he finally zoomed in as much as possible, this was revealed. And yes, it does look to be of 2 white dots. And here's a close-up of it. 2 white dots, and that's about it. And then some stuff down there which is kind of in the dark. Now, me personally, I don't think it's going to be a human. I don't think it's going to be a demon. I don't think it's a mountain lion. I don't think it's anything living. And one of the reasons why I say that is because if they were supposedly eyes, they're not exactly symmetrical, are they? One seems quite large and tall, and then the other one is at an angle and very thin. Doesn't really make sense, does it? It looks a bit weird. And in the video, it didn't move. It didn't blink. There was no motion to it. Now, with the keyhole, from my perspective, I want to emphasize that, my perspective, in which I see it as some kind of eye or object blocking the hole. There seems to be movement there, whereas in this, it's very static. Okay? If we just go back, that's what it looks like zoomed out. That's what it looks like zoomed in, and then that's completely zoomed in. What I'm going to do is just edit it slightly just to try and highlight or see if I can make it a bit clearer inside, because I don't know if it's shallow or if it's deep. From the base of it, well, from the opening of the base, it does look quite shallow because you do see the back of the rock, but it slightly goes up into darkness, which could imply a little hole, a little den where animals could rest and sleep there, but I don't think an animal is present at the time, at least. So we just go through these just quick filters. You've got that. That makes it too dark. That makes it lighter. That's useless. You got that one. That kind of makes it lighter. You can start to make out the rocks in the darkness. A few boulders. That doesn't do much. That doesn't do much. Okay. So I don't... actually, hang on a minute. Which one was it? Let's just try that one and just increase the brightness. Okay, this is turning out all right. Can I just mention something very clear? The filters I'm using, they're not removing anything, and they're not adding anything that shouldn't be there. Do you know, like when you were if you were taking a picture, a selfie of yourself, and then you have the beauty filter on, or any of them, and you end up removing speckles, freckles, they can widen your eyes, they can slim your face. That's all unnatural. But these filters are just changing the contrast and the brightness. That's all it is. It's just changing the colour of it. It's not changing the shape or look of it. Now, I can make it out. It does seem clearer now, which is a good thing. You see what I mean? It just changes the colour. It doesn't add anything. I just want to make it as clear as possible because some people don't seem to understand and then have a go at me for no reason. No, we don't want that. I mean, that blue one kind of works in a way because it can get rid of the darkness and show the rocks a bit more, but we don't really need that. I think this one kind of works as it is. from the looks of it, let's just save that. So from the looks of it, the outer bit is rock, obviously. That's rock down there. And if you come up, you've got that, which doesn't really look like a creature. This like boulder thing, lightish. I don't know what type of shape that is, but it looks to be of rock, basically. So it's not of an animal, it's not a body, it's just rock. And then this is just, would you call it a paint? Or, I don't know. But as you saw near the covered up cave, there was like a whitish paste, wasn't there? Or something. So this could be the same thing. And with it being in darkness, it actually stands out more because it's a lighter colour. So that's what it looks like that. Now let's just try this zoomed in one more. Try that one. Okay. So again, that slightly lightish outline is just layers of rock within. It's not an animal, it's not the body connected to these eyes up here. You know, I know people can say, oh look, two little eyes and a little sad face below, but it's not. It just isn't. So yeah. No. You know, if it was moving, or let's say he pans around and then zooms in, and then slowly those two white things maybe move backwards or hides round the corner of the cave, and then it just becomes completely black, then yeah, it would be a bit weird and probably some kind of life, maybe an animal or a creature or something. But because it doesn't actually move, it doesn't really do anything, you know, I can't imagine it being anything. I just wanted to clear the image up. So yeah, there you go. Makes it a bit easier to see. You can tell down here at least it's very shallow, and then up here it's a bit dark, but at the top here there's a bit of rock in the background. So I can imagine it being just like a little pit, a little den, and that's about it. But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to clear that up. So I'm going to classify it as debunked. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for now. Goodbye.